What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Red Shop. Feels like it's been forever since I've been here. Cutting out our fender filler piece. What we'll go with. I've got the stencil already drawn on the material. Just have to get it in a way that's going to make sense for me. And I should have probably done that before I cut the camera on, but the fact that I didn't is why you guys keep watching. Got you guys following along with some real-time cuts. Feel like you guys have earned it. You guys have seen the time-lapse cuts. Probably like the last 5 times I've done any cuts. But it's usually because, well, in that instance, it was because I didn't really know what I was doing. And so I was taking my time, really making sure that I thought about what I was cutting. So with this, I know what I'm doing. I'm just tracing a line that I already traced. Something I didn't talk about in the last video. Something kind of cool, actually. It was really cool. Happened Saturday at the Dome. I was walking around the pit area, just hanging out, talking to a couple of my favorite drivers, and on my way back to my seats, I was walking through the pits, and I heard somebody yell KFR, and it didn't really register at first, but then I kind of stopped and looked around, and there was an older gentleman. I'm not even gonna guess his age. He's in between, I would say mid 40s, early 50s. I'm sorry if you're watching this and I'm way off on your age. But he was probably 30 yards behind me at that point. And he just had his hands up like that when I turned around. And so I turned around and put my hand up. And he said, "Love your videos." So I just yelled back, "Thank you." And we both kept it moving. So that was the first time ever in the wild that I've been recognized or acknowledged or anything like that. So that was really cool. And
made me really happy. Like, I was smiling from ear to ear. So I definitely encourage, if you guys, any of you see me out in the wild, on any of my travels or at a racetrack or something like that, just shout out at me. Like, I'll always wave, say hello. I like to, meet people in general. That's why I go places where lots of people are. So it'd be cool if I got to meet some of you guys. But anyways, back to cutting this panel. That was just something really cool that kind of had me flabbergasted a little bit. That happened at the Dome. I should have carried that cut. I'm gonna go back and carry that cut. Yep, carried it right into the table. I think that's why I didn't carry it the first time. Do need to come here and get that around. All right. And there is our fender filler. Don't ask me to say that 5 times fast. Give it a little wipe down here. Get some of this laying around the shop gunk off of it. And hey, what do you say? That thing's ready to get sprayed. So, yeah. Before we left, I really picked a lot of this stuff that I had just kind of out. I picked it up. So now I have to go retrieve everything. And I'll come back and get you guys after this thing's been painted. Alright, paint's laid on that deal. So while we wait, we're going to trim this, get it fitted like we did the other side, and then we'll get this painted too. I'm not going to show you guys the trimming side because we just had a cutting section of this video. So, I'll be right back with this. See if it'll work any better this go around. Doubt it will. I like to pretend I'm a scientist sometimes, so we'll say this is for science. Nope, same results as last time. even pretend.
This one's a reference guide when in doubt. Same size to begin with, so I guess that totally helps. I understand now. Right shape, or if that's something I just made up in my mind. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's certainly not as good as I was hoping it'd be, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Around that for that skosh. There's not much I can do about that where that thing jumped. Well, it won't be the prettiest thing on the car, but if I'm standing next to it, it won't be the ugliest either. So we'll make it work, or at least pretend to. Let's go get it painted. All right, we're back. I went a little crazy. Got our filler panel done. I got this on and done. We still have to pull the fender off and paint it. I just wanted to get all the holes drilled, all the fitment done before I did all that. But it was pretty much, as soon as it was dry, drilled 2 fitment holes on there, make sure it looked good, and then I just went crazy with my rivet gun. Riveted everything, except for this. I do need to rivet that real quick so you guys will be able to see. I saved something for y'all. Silly me thought I grabbed the perfect amount of rivets.
for sure. Those spots really should get held down by the hood, but we're gonna be positive.
Hey!
Let the dogs go. Now, we're just gonna make sure. Even if the hood blows off this thing, because how fast we're going, that's where the buckles stop.
Scout.
Hey, go back that way. You don't need to be stepping on things over here. See, that is complete. Minus we have to take the hood off, sand it down. We got to beat some stuff out on it, paint, and then I might do some trimming on that hood as well. And then, like I said, we're still planning on getting new fenders and new hood. But if I can get these looking good enough, might just have all that as a spare. But I think for now, this all come out pretty nice. It'll look better once the fender matches the rest of this. So I got a little bit in a hurry there, just running out of daylight, and it's Sunday, and it's actually nice weather outside. So I wanted to get this as close to completely built as possible, and I think we accomplished that goal. Yeah, really all that's left is I've got a nose filler piece that I'm putting together. I'll save that for tomorrow's video if the weather stays nice. But it's something that'll just kind of sit in right here, so it's not such an aggressive transition between the white of the hood and the red of the top of the bumper. But this thing's coming together. I appreciate all of you guys' support through this entire little process. You guys can be done looking at the car. You guys can look at me for a little bit here. But I appreciate everybody's support during this whole process. All the advice I've gotten, all of the kind words and well wishes as far as kind of going through this undertaking. This is pretty much an entire new world for me. I've never really like taken something and then had to completely change it to make it work, and we got it done. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, now seeing all this together just makes that fender stick out like a very sore thumb. So tomorrow we'll get the fender, the hood, and the driver door, and that's probably all we'll do. Is just 100% get those things ready to go and get the little piece at the bottom. I've got Travelers brand, I'm fried. Side skirt. I thought I was gonna have to go look at the other side. The side skirt, we'll get that thrown on there, painted, then thrown on there, obviously. And the front 2/3 of the car will be done. Then we'll just have to paint everything else. So the side skirts will probably come back off, and then we'll just run paint over the body and make it look all nice and pretty. So with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow.